Yeah, boy. Not that one. Yeah, boy. That's Pops from Wayne's Brothers. You know, he dead now. But he you know what? I saw him at the comedy one of his last shows. But anyway, they just it's just I don't know. It's just too good, but not too good. I take that back. Cause now I'm getting more superstitious, like keeping your fingers crossed. Nah, that's super. I never. Maybe as a little kid, before you really knew any better, you ain't pay attention in Sunday school. You was asleep in church. But yeah, so but it's just so much we've been through. Me personally, and it's just too. They just kept on. But even though but we won't. We until we see them in prison. And what Big Fanny did, that if you think about it, niggas know better. Niggas know. I will show you why I'm talking about it again. This is totally new. This is totally new. They trying to hide all this shit, but it's something else that leaked out. And again, dumb nigga shit, dumb black folk shit. You know what I'm saying? She but like I said, on the job, it reminds me of a job where what she did is not about her cheating. It's like if one of your supervisors, they come get them. The police, it'll be the police more than likely. Because, say it's only 1,000 or a couple of thousand. Because if it ain't a big amount, they just gonna fire your ass. You stole $150. But a big amount, you going, the police coming to get you, you've been embezzling. Trying to explain to these people, they keep saying, it ain't it's just the Trump and they're trying to get back at her. It's Trump boys, Trump and his boys. They trying to get back. It's like nope. So anyway, the big news is the U.S. Marshals. The U.S. Marshals came to her house. They, the subpoena. I'm just saying it's getting, because it looks like what happened is, I can tell you as a black person, because I'm gonna show you. She just ignored that shit, right? And and they told, I bet her higher ups, Democrats, told her, don't don't worry about it. It's just Trump and they ain't nothing. They can't do nothing. We gonna get them. And it's like nope. What y'all do? First of all of it is bullshit, but they got evidence. Just stupidity.
Related to her indictment. Things continue to spiral out of control for the corrupt Fulton County DA, Fannie Willis. You're not going to believe who just showed up to her door. We're going to see how the corruption that's infested this investigation from its very beginning is finally coming to the surface, exposing the whole circus to be the shameless sham it really is, and why none other than Donald J. Trump is coming out as the undisputed winner of it all. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your patient. DA Fannie Willis. Here's the latest from Fox 5 Atlanta.
This is not any type of political witch hunt. This is a quest for the truth.
State Senator Bill Pauser dropped a bombshell as the meeting got underway. The committee chair said he's heard from several whistleblowers who are eager to testify.
There are whistleblowers inside the Fulton County DA's office that are raising.
Yeah, I know I said that already, but I didn't know they said they're going to court, have a hearing of the evidence Thursday. But supposedly the U.S. Marshals came to her house already to deliver it, because they said, well, I'll let it play.
About the misuse of both federal funds and state funds.
Fulton DA Fannie Willis has come under fire for having an intimate relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Willis hired Wade to lead the 2020 Trump election interference case.
You lose the confidence of the public in the fairness of our criminal justice system if they think prosecutors are engaging in prosecution so that their lovers can get rich.
Attorneys for several Trump co-defendants want Willis disqualified and the charges dismissed, saying she benefited financially from her relationship with Wade.
I think a political witch hunt or show trial would damage.
I mean, somebody like her, she that's what I said. With them old Democrat ladies, they tell, don't worry about about it, baby. Remind me of being in church. I didn't know they was evil back when I was a kid. Don't worry about it, baby. They can't. It's a witch hunt. Don't even worry about that subpoena. Because they sent her one, the same one, I suppose, a while back, and she ignored it.
Margin space in both our political and legal system.
Now, the latest bombshell report is that Fani Willis was just visited by the U.S. Marshal Service. They had to hand deliver a House Judiciary Committee subpoena to her.
So that's what I already watched part of it. So I was jumping ahead when I did my. That's what I was saying, I had seen this part already. And what I'm saying is that video is old of that old lady. About a couple of weeks I already seen that, but now it's tying in how stupid Fanny is. I bet they told her, "Don't you ain't got it's a fucking subpoena," and I bet she ignored it because they think they got all them corrupt Democrat judges up there.
Personally, the House Judiciary Committee originally sent a subpoena to Willis back on February 2nd for documents related to her accused misuse of federal funds related to her indictment of President Trump. But as it turns out, Willis, in an act of utterly brazen recklessness, refused to accept the subpoena. That refusal caused nothing less than the U.S. Marshal Service to personally show up at her door and basically stick that subpoena.
I mean, you can't even refuse a subpoena for a divorce, right? If you, I mean, I don't know, you could try to refuse it, but if you get in a divorce, well, I mean, you can refuse it, yeah, because for the divorce, it just means if you don't show up, the judgment or anything like a subpoena for somebody suing you. But this is a different, this is way that, because with a like civil case, divorce or family court, that's on you. They just prove that you got words, so you can't say I didn't know about the hearing or the child support or blah 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 blah. You can't use that. That's why they subpoena you and the sheriff come.
Subpoena right in her face. Now, of course, what both the Georgia legislature to accept the subpoena. That refusal caused nothing less than the U.S. Marshal Service to personally show up at her door and basically stick that subpoena right in her face.
She can't.
Now, of course,
so whoever tried to give it to her last week, on the February 2nd, whoever tried to give it to her, she ain't got it. She a powerful black woman. She ain't, because it's just probably a clerk or something. And the person she probably, I don't know, she might have not been, but yeah, she had a dismissive attitude. Don't put that on my don't get that away, whatever. We don't know what she said, but I'm pretty sure she was nasty to the low-level person and sent him or her packing. Gone back to where you came from. And that was last week. She's talking big. Yeah, big shit. Talking, brave, like I said, the rest of us, we know better. You don't talk shit unless you know you're right or unless you're just ready for for whatever, like fuck that. That's what fuck that mean. You might be wrong, or you might not even just don't have all the information, but you like fuck it. I ain't, whatever. What's up? But you got to be prepared to make that. But anyway, so they said, okay, all right, Big Fanny, there's her name now, Big Fanny. They said, okay, we got something for your ass. They sent the U.S. Marshals. Yes, you got to take it now. Yeah, you gonna take this. Yeah, send us backpacking. Tell us to go back. Tell us, yeah, exactly. She couldn't do it.
Are investigating are allegations that Fani Willis has been personally profiting off of her political persecution of Donald Trump. As I'm sure you know, Fani Willis appointed her boy toy subordinate, Nathan Wade,
that's what I
special prosecutor, even though he's never tried a felony case in his life.
And I keep seeing these black women in these, not just on YouTube, they keep trying to defend it like, it's the racism. It don't matter. They try to sound smart. They both on the same side. They both prosecutors. They work together. So one person even said, they're two good looking people working together. So of course, sparks gonna fly. Everybody like, just shut up. Stop commenting. That's just stupid. You don't know nothing about the law. I mean, the rest of us aren't lawyers either. But that's just improper. And you're not gonna just, I don't know where these, like I said, maybe they really are AI. I think it's just a bunch of AI bots.
But as it turns out, these two are having an affair. She appoints him to a position that he obviously doesn't belong in, but then she starts paying him inordinate sums of money. According to a court filing, Wade got almost $1 million in legal fees since he was appointed prosecutor, which far exceeds any compensation commensurate with that position. Now, of course, that's bad enough, but that's just where things begin. As it turns out, Wade's divorce proceedings revealed that he and Willis were taking all kinds of extravagant, lavish vacation trips to places like Napa Valley, Florida, Royal Caribbean cruises, very lavish excursions ever since Wade got the gig as special prosecutor. So Fani Willis is being investigated both at the state level and the federal level for allegations of misuse of state and federal funds, specifically in terms of how she's been personally profiting off of this witch hunt against President Trump. Now, Willis is on record for denying this. She's admitted to the affair, but according to Wade, the affair started after he was miraculously and coincidentally appointed prosecutor in the case. And Fani Willis herself, under oath, testified that they both separated their expenses for these lavish vacations. They each paid for their own share. She knows that if it could be shown that Wade was paying for her after she secured all that money for him, that would come across as an obvious conflict of interest. Well, that's exactly what the objective evidence shows. The records from Wade's divorce proceedings, Willis's boy toys going through the divorce, the records from those divorce proceedings demonstrate that Wade paid thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars in trips for Willis. I mean, we've literally got the receipts. We've got the itineraries. We've got the hotel room bookings and proof of who paid for it. It was all...
Yeah, that's another thing they were saying. That some of them, they black women, the young ones, a lot of young girls, like in their 20s and 30s, black women, she paid for herself. They just went together, like any couple would do nowadays, 50-50. Like, nope, nope, nope. Who knows what might come out? They might got a secret account in the Caymans or something. What was that? It always in the movies, the 80s and 90s movies, they always wire my money into my secret account, and and I'll give you the code to the bomb or something. Soon as it hits or I'll release your daughter or your son, Mr. Congressman, as soon as you release my, as soon as you give me my money in my secret account in the Cayman Islands or whatever, untraceable. Some kind of movie with Wesley Snipes or Sylvester Stallone or somebody, I don't know. Denzel or Will Smith or somebody.
Who was getting upwards of $1 million from Willis as compensation for a prosecutorial position he should never even have gotten in the first place. Which then leads us to the other problem for Willis. She and Wade maintained they didn't start having an affair until after she appointed him as prosecutor. Obviously, if they had an affair prior to that, it would violate Georgia's rules of professional conduct, which are the state's guidelines for lawyer ethics. Well, again, as if things could not possibly get worse for her. Now there are new filings, including an affidavit by a whistleblower claiming that Willis lied about when that relationship began. The affidavit was signed by none other than Wade's old lawyer, which is highly unusual.
Oh shit! See, that was it. See, the other channels, they're just like them, YouTubers. They mostly celebrity. That's what I'm saying. They tried to bury this into make it celebrity gossip about just cheating, and that's what I'm saying. They tried it. Oh, who cares? She is, salacious, and like I said, they made somebody else a week later, some other dude about fucking somebody's wife, and it's like nobody gives a damn about celebrities and fucking wives and shit about that. This has to do with all us. This has not. We don't give a damn who. I've been said it. It's like that's how I said. It's like they're not human. They don't understand how many times I tell them I don't give a damn about celebrity gossip, cheating wives and cheating celebrity husbands. I don't care. I don't watch it unless it's really somebody, funny, like Will Smith or something. Then you can't help but watch that train wreck. You feel bad for him too, but at the same time, he did it to himself. He knew she was like that. Gaga over Tupac and all that stuff. So there's hey, you can't feel too sorry for any man. when the situation they knew.
Attorney-client privilege. But his former lawyer has come forward and said that he has evidence, non-privileged personal knowledge, that the affair began before Willis was even sworn into office as DA back in 2021. So needless to say, this whole case against Trump in Georgia's absolutely unraveling right before our very eyes. And already, my namesake, Jonathan Turley, professor of law at George Washington University, he's saying that Trump is basically winning this case in Georgia by a war of attrition. In other words, he's not winning by being exonerated in court. He's winning by the fact that the prosecution appears to be completely unraveling right before his and our eyes, before the case can even get to court. The longer this thing drags out, the more the
Exactly.
prosecution begins to fragment and crumble.
And they go try
Trump is
to.
winning this.
At first, in the first couple of weeks, they kept having experts. They kept having their experts, air quotes, that's not going to disqualify her. And I said that far off. At first I'm like, nah, that's kind of like I said, I'm not an expert, but I'm like, no, you can't be fucking. It's like that's not a regular job. Like I said, I gave the example. You're a female boss. As they modern women say, don't matter what race. You could be pale white from Idaho. You're a female boss. Fucking your male employee. That's not illegal. Nobody cares. It's your money. You made your money doing whatever, selling eyelashes, purses, doing hair, whatever. You can fuck him till he can't fuck no more. But this is totally different. But also the whole thing with everybody knows, it's just the whole thing was bullshit, corrupt. She was doing that at the behest of her communist leaders.
Both in the court of public opinion, in that the vast majority of the country sees this as nothing more than a witch hunt, blatant lawfare, and our unfair, unjust two-tiered
Hey, your
legal
girl just
system.
got visited by
And
the
he's
U.S.
winning this
Marshals.
before it even goes to
Here, bitch. Yeah, that's what they did. They put it in her face. Here, bitch. Stupid ass.
court, in that the radical corruption inside the DA's office is more and more getting
She
exposed.
goes, hey, she going to Martha Stewart. But
Sure, as it
actually,
turns out,
think about
Fannie
it.
Willis
It's a federal crime. It's a big time federal crime. She just going to Martha Stewart prison. She might have been fucking drug dealers, but she ain't got no, big time Fed charges with guns and shit like that. She ain't going to max security federal prison. She's going to Martha Stewart land. You know. So you'll get over it, or you won't get over it. I don't care. Spend the rest of your life mad. Stupid ass.
thought she was going to be the one bringing Donald Trump down, when in the end, it looks like it's Donald Trump who, in point of fact, is bringing her down with her own destructive hubris, leading to her own pathetic.
She shot herself. Pathetic. Oh, where'd you go? You on there, man? Hey, Mister, you just left. You was just on there. You just left the emoji. Remember you talk about pathetic? Who's the world calling pathetic? You little dumb bitch. Stupid ass. Let me play it again for you.
It's Donald Trump who, in point of fact, is bringing her down with her own destructive hubris, leading to her own.
Yeah. Her own pathetic.
But first, gang, as many of you know,
I thought the bosses had something. I thought the bosses, hey, own destructive, pathetic, own destructive. The dick, she was addicted to the dick. You little dumb bitch. You a stupid little bitch.
we have unfortunately been
I'm gonna play it one more time for you.
which is putting our daily communication with one another at, who, in point of fact, is bringing her down with her own destructive hubris, leading to her own pathetic demise. But first, gang, as many of you know,
I feel so much better. I've been feeling better all day. What I'm talking about? Like I said, it's almost, that natural high. Like, I'm one of them people that I don't need drugs. Finna go in there and cook me some fish. And that no big. See, it's also doubly embarrassing because Big Fanny tried to bully the motherfuckers. Like, I ain't finna take that. They tried to give her a subpoena on the 2nd. That would have been last week, right? And she like, nah, get that shit out my face. I'm Big Fanny. This is even more embarrassing. Oh, okay, bitch. All right. You gonna play like that? And say something now. Yeah, you got to take it now. Take it now. They ain't playing with her ass. Laugh about that, you dumb bitch. You stupid, pathetic bitch.